I struggled to sleep last night, and so did my family. Here's why. My parents landed in Ireland on the 16th of August. They were here to visit me, my partner, and of course to explore Ireland. And yesterday, which was the 18th of August, exactly at 8:50 p.m., after we finished shopping at the Dundrum Town Center, the four of us walked out. I wanted to show my parents the fountain, so we walked by the fountain, if you know the mall well. Then we walked past Wagamama because they recently reopened it, and we spotted a bunch of teenagers. I'm sure they were under 18. And one of them kept calling me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. That's all she kept saying. And after I heard it thrice, I turned back to see if she's genuinely wanting to speak to me. And I spotted one of her friends stopped her and asked her to let us go. All the four of us definitely sensed something. So we went past Wagamama, then we went to Jamie's Oliver, the Italian restaurant, and decided to go the other way around to walk to the Lewis station instead of walking back to the fountain and the mall because we didn't want to encounter them once again. So we started walking the other way, and just after a couple of minutes, we spotted two girls from the same group walk in our direction. So it was my dad and my partner walking in front of us, and then it was me and my mom walking just a few steps behind both of them. They walked straight up to my partner and my dad and started off saying, I have it written exactly just so that I don't mince their words. Do you know where my 12-year-old sister is? You were sending her voice notes. Have you seen her? Do you know where my 12-year-old sister is? And then came the big bomb. You Paki Browns coming here to talk to young girls. Firstly, just because I'm a brown or just because my family is brown doesn't mean we're from Pakistan. And even if we were from Pakistan, doesn't mean all Pakistanis are bad. I'm not too sure how they ended up assuming we were from Pakistan. Everyone who's brown isn't from the same country. So my partner gave them a sarcastic smile, and one of the girls immediately said, What's funny? Why are you smiling? You think this is funny? So my partner said, Yes, I think it is funny because I think it's an absolutely cooked up story. She took a step forward and she was standing this close to him. And then she said, You want me to cook up your face right now? It looked like she was all set to smack his face or my dad's face. It was very scary. While me and my mom were standing right behind them, we froze. All four of us just didn't know what to do. Although both of them were girls and it did not look like they had any weapons on them, given how things have been the past few weeks in Ireland and how people are being harmed, none of us wanted to do anything that could have escalated the issue. All these emergency numbers that are being circulated over Instagram Reels and the list of areas that are being highlighted saying that you have to be careful on these particular streets, don't walk alone. We were two couples, we were a group, we were a set of four, and two girls still had the audacity to walk up to us, cook up a story, try and intimidate us, threaten us just because we were brown. How did we diffuse it? After a couple of minutes of we freezing, it was my dad who came up with the idea of taking his phone out, and he instantly said that, okay, let me call the Garda and maybe they'll look after you. That's when one of the girls started walking away. The second girl felt left out and she walked behind her. The very fact that they think that they can randomly pick a fight on a brown on the street, intimidate them, threaten them, and the moment we say that we'll complain, we'll report you, or we will call the Garda, they'd walk away. No fear of any consequence. But all night, all four of us only kept thinking, what if they had a weapon on them? Or what if the rest of the gang was waiting somewhere on the other end? A lot of thoughts that came on our minds as to maybe we should have said this, maybe we should have said that, maybe we should have called the Garda, maybe we should have reported them, maybe we should have taken our phones out, maybe we should have gone live on Instagram to show their faces on social media. But all of this was only after we got home. So no matter how many emergency numbers are being circulated, here's what I understood. When one is in that situation, your brain stops working. What I'd recommend is that when someone is trying to walk up to you and intimidate you, do not get intimidated. Do not sit and try and answer to those questions or those stories that they're making up. Don't be the first one to abuse or raise your hand, and don't get intimidated. The least you can do to scare them away is to tell them that you'll call the Garda or you'll report them. If you think they have any weapons on them, start making noise. Start asking for help. No matter how secluded you are, you could just hope for someone to come out and help you. Dundrum is my second home. Every time me and my partner want to entertain ourselves, go for a movie, do my brows, go shopping, that's where we are. Will I go to Dundrum again? I don't know. Every time students reach out to me asking if Ireland is safe or not, I've always told them that Ireland is largely safe. Every country has its own dark side, and so does Ireland. There are a couple of safe spaces in Dublin. Even though the rents are really high, me and my partner always decide to live in a place that is relatively safer than the others. Places like Dundrum, Dunleary, Blackrock, Stillorgan, Sandyford, and a couple of more come under that safe bracket. But if we are going to encounter so much hatred even in these places, then how is one supposed to feel safe? It's absolutely unfair for us to encounter such situations. I know one thing for sure, that me and my partner did not deserve this, and nor did my parents. We've been living here since 2018, and this is definitely not the Ireland that we walked into. Ireland is changing, and I hope that this hatred stops, and I hope that any brown does not encounter any situation like this. I'm so grateful to God that none of us were harmed and we're safe. But I can only imagine what the victims might have felt in the past few weeks. Everybody who were hurt, had fractures, been stripped and stabbed. Forget the physical harm an incident like this can cause, but the kind of mental trauma, the impact it can have on you mentally, it's massive. It'll make you think twice before you step out of your house every single day. I hope this video reaches the right people. I hope some action has been taken. I hope at least they're working on educating these students or these children as to who we are, why we're here, and how we got here, so that they stop hating us.